So I was scrolling through my feed and I came across this hilarious meme about politicians in Indonesia. And it got me thinking, how did these politicians become so powerful? Well, it turns out that they didn't always have the most powerful voices in the room. In fact, in the last decade or so, a quiet revolution has been brewing in Indonesia. One that's taken the political discourse of the nation by storm, and it's all happening online. This video is part of our series on digital activism, where we explore how digital spaces are becoming new battlegrounds for social change. So grab a snack, settle in, because we're about to dive into the wild world of Indonesian political discourse. But first, let's take a quick look at the numbers. In 2012, only 30% of Indonesians used the internet. Fast forward to 2021. That number jumped to over 70%. Today, there are more than 200 million active social media users in Indonesia, making it one of the most digitally connected countries in the world. This rapid adoption of technology has created a fertile ground for political discussion and debate like never before. It all started with the Arab Spring uprisings in 2011. As we know, social media played a huge role in organizing and amplifying the protests against authoritarian regimes in countries like Egypt and Tunisia. And Indonesia was not immune to this wave of change. But unlike their neighbors, Indonesia had a head start. You see, the internet had already taken root in the country, and it was only a matter of time before people started using it to challenge the status quo. You see, since the fall of Suharto's regime in 1998, which was a massive pro-democracy movement, Indonesia had been on a journey towards reform and democracy, but the transition was far from smooth. There were still remnants of authoritarianism, corruption, and a lack of accountability among the elite. Entered the Reformasi generation, a term coined by political scientist Ann Kumar to describe those who came of age during this period of reform. They were the first Indonesians to have regular access to the internet and social media, and these tools became an integral part of their lives. In the early days, it was mostly online forums and blogs that were being used for political discussions. But as social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube exploded in popularity, so did the reach and impact of digital activism. Today, it's not uncommon to see social media users in Indonesia engaging in heated debates about politics, current events, and social issues. They've given a voice to the voiceless, and they're not afraid to use it. Have you ever wondered who exactly these activists are? Are they professional protesters or everyday citizens? Well, it's both. They're students, they're office workers, they're housewives. They're your neighbors, your friends, and your family members. They read the ordinary people who care deeply about their country and its future, and they were using the tools at their disposal to make a difference. What's even more remarkable is the impact they're having. Digital activism in Indonesia has become a force to be reckoned with. It's created a ripple effect that's touched every aspect of society, from holding corrupt officials accountable to advocating for environmental protection. That's all for today, folks. But don't worry, we're just getting started. Next time, we'll delve deeper into the tactics and strategies of Indonesian digital activists and how they returning the tide of public opinion. So stay tuned and join us on this incredible journey. Until then, keep being awesome.